Okay, so let us start today's class. This is some of the basic concept of the mechanics. Okay, so as we had discussed, let us start off with the law of parallelogram of forces. Let us first of all study the statement. If there are two forces which can be represented by in magnitude and direction by the two sides of the parallelogram, comma, the resultant force can be represented by the diagonal of the parallelogram passing through those points. Okay, so it is very simple. If there are two forces which can be represented in magnitude and direction by the two sides of the parallelogram, the resultant force can be represented by the diagonal of the parallelogram passing through those points. Okay, now let us see how we can derive the formula. Suppose there are two forces. The two forces may be P and Q, and both the forces are meeting at O, and the angle between the force you can take it as alpha. Okay, now let us try to draw a simple parallelogram kind of thing. We already know that the forces is P and Q as per the previous diagram. The angle between the forces is alpha. Okay, so as per the statement, if there are two forces which can be represented in magnitude and direction by the two sides of parallelogram, so what are the two sides? OA and OB. Now the resultant can be represented by the diagonal which is passing through those points. So O is the common meeting point, right? And now the angle, this angle is called theta, which is the angle between one of the forces and the resultant. Okay, now let us name this thing. This can be C and this is D. Okay, now from the theory of parallel lines we know that this angle alpha should be equal to this angle, corresponding angle, because OB is parallel to AC. OB is parallel to AC, so the angle will be the equal corresponding angle. Okay, so what we have done, from C we have drawn a perpendicular CD over this OA which is produced up to D. Okay, now let us find out how to find out the resultant. Please draw this diagram in your notebook, then we can find out the resultant. Okay, now see how to calculate the magnitude of resultant, that is R. We need to find out what is the value of R. Okay, write down. From C, draw a perpendicular like what we have done in the figure. Draw a perpendicular CD to the line OA, which is produced up to D. Produced up to D. Right. Okay. Now let alpha be the angle between the two forces P and Q. That is angle, the name can be given as angle AOB. Clear? Now as I have seen, as I have told that angle AOB must be equal to angle DAC, because OB is parallel to AC and these are the corresponding angles. So both the angles will be equal to alpha. So that is equal to alpha. Right? Okay. Now in parallelogram, write down in parallelogram OACB, what we can get is AC is parallel to OB. This you can clearly see from the figure. If this was your parallelogram, AC is parallel to OB, right? So what we have given, this was P and this was Q. So if OB is parallel to AC, then AC is also equal to Q. AC is equal to Q. I hope it is clear. Okay. Now let us come to this triangle, that is, this was D produced, right? So if this was D, come to this triangle ACD. Now see, in this triangle AC is equal to Q, okay, and we don't know the value of AD and CD. AD and CD we don't know, and we know that this angle is equal to alpha. These angles are equal, right? Okay. Now how to find out the value of AC and AD from simple trigonometry? We can find out the value of AC and AD see, you consider this figure, okay? We know that from simple trigonometry, AD divided by AC is equal to cos alpha. This we are getting from simple trigonometry. So AD will be equal to AC cos alpha. Now AC, we know the value of AC is equal to Q. So AD is equal to Q cos alpha. AD is equal to Q cos alpha. From the simple triangle we are giving this simple trigonometry. Now how to find out CD? Same thing. What we can write? CD by AC. What is equal to? CD by AC is equal to, I hope all of you know, sin alpha. So CD will be equal to AC sin alpha. Now CD is equal to Q sin alpha. So just name this thing as 1 and 2. So AD and CD, the value we know. Okay. Now if we can see this triangle OCD, let us draw this figure once more, then I think it will be easier for all of you. let us draw the same figure because we will be needing this figure again and again. This was the meeting point, this was P, this was Q, this was alpha, and this was the resultant, and this was the theta, that is angle between P and the resultant. Okay, this is A, B, C, D. Now let us consider this triangle OCD. Consider triangle OCD. So see, in this triangle OCD, what we can get, OC square should be equal to, this is by Pythagoras theorem, OC square should be equal to OD square plus CD square. This is as per the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, now we know that OC is equal to the resultant, that is OC is equal to R. OC is equal to R. Okay, now see OD can be written as OA plus AD. So OA is the force P plus AD. I think you know the value of AD, that is AD is equal to Q cos alpha, right? Okay, now coming to CD. CD also we have derived, CD was equal to Q sin alpha. Okay, so just substitute these three values, you can just name it A, B, C or 1, 2, 3. Substitute the three values back in this Pythagoras equation, that is R square should be equal to OD. OD was P plus Q cos alpha plus CD square. CD was equal to Q sin alpha, right? So let us simplify this thing. R square is equal to, this is A plus B whole square, P square plus Q square cos square alpha plus 2PQ cos alpha, right? Then break this thing, plus Q square sin square alpha. I hope it is clear. Okay, now R square should be equal to P square plus Q square. So see, from this Q square cos square alpha and this Q square sin square alpha, you take Q square common, that is cos square alpha plus sin square alpha plus 2PQ cos alpha, right? Okay, now we know that cos square alpha plus sin square alpha is equal to 1. So if it is equal to 1, what we can write, R square is equal to P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos alpha. This we are getting. Okay, now so the final value of R, root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos alpha. This is the final value of the resultant. I hope there is no doubt in the given problem, right? Okay, now let us see what is the direction of the resultant, that is the theta. Let us see what is the direction of the resultant, that is theta. Okay, so write down the main heading, direction of the resultant. That is theta. Okay, write down, let theta be the angle made by the resultant with OA, that is OA was the force P, right? Okay. Now from triangle OCD, we are taking the triangle OCD. In triangle OCD, what we get from simple trigonometry, tan theta is equal to, all of you know I think, CD divided by OD. Now OD can be written as OA plus AD, OA plus AD. Now let us substitute all the values which you have got in the previous expression. So CD was equal to Q sin alpha and OA was P and AD was equal to Q cos alpha. Okay, now what you will get? You will get the value of the angle theta. Theta is equal to tan inverse of Q sin alpha plus P plus Q cos alpha. This is the value of the resultant. So both the values we have got, that is, one is the resultant and this is the value of the theta or the direction of the resultant with respect to the force, that is P. Okay, I hope it is clear. Then we will move for the doubt clearing class. Thank you.